On today's podcast, we're going to be covering what you do when no one is looking at your facility. So stay tuned. Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast. I often reference something that happened when I was a year into doing this podcast. A person contacted me about doing some social media and was impressed by the consistency of our show. Now, if you've constantly been posting new episodes and podcasting, you're most likely in the top 15% or higher of podcasters. This episode marks triple digits. That's right, 100 episodes. 100 weeks in a row, I might add, never having missed even one. Now, please don't take that as bragging, but instead as pride in being able to consistently complete what I was hired to do. This episode is entitled You Against You. It's about what you do when nobody is looking at your facility that matters the most. The writing portions for this podcast was assisted by AI, artificial intelligence. As I input information into it, it learns what I want information about. The more information I provide, the better the learning gets, and the better the information it pops out is. As employees, we do the same thing. We're given information, we work, situations occur, sometimes good, sometimes bad, and we learn from those situations, and then it all starts over again. It's easy to forget about safety when nobody's looking, but it's what you do when management isn't looking that's most important for your safety. The you against you mentality of safety is one you just have to embrace. When you neglect to follow safety procedures, wear the required PPE, personal protection equipment, and or do anything outside the rules of your facility, you might think you're getting away with something, but you're only fooling yourself. You have to be your supervisor when you're on your own and or away from management. You have to be proactive, know how to access resources, and follow procedures so you can prevent issues and stay safe on the job. This podcast series helps you make the right decisions even when no one is watching. We keep each episode short and to the point so you can easily consume it on your ride to work or just before starting your shift. Keeping the workplace safe and injury-free with these helpful tips to improve your awareness is what we strive to do. Hopefully, it'll help you remember what you need to do when it comes to safely operating machinery, handling materials, and following health and safety policies. Safety is everyone's business, and we're in the business of keeping you and your facility safe. Before moving on, here's a word from one of our sponsors. If you've ever been to or worked in a warehouse, you know just how important safety is to both management and staff. It's almost impossible to go 10 steps without seeing safety tape, angles, signs, and or safety products. It's these items that show us how to be safe and avoid danger in the workplace. And if you're looking for the best products to make this happen, look no further than Mighty Line. Mighty Line floor signs and floor markings offer the best industrial products out there. We're proud to have Mighty Line as the official floor sign and floor marking company for the Warehouse Safety Tips podcast and site. Go to mightylinetape.com/safety tips to request a sample pack of their incredible safety signs and floor markings. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. If you visit warehousesafetytips.com, you'll find the show notes for this episode and access to all of our blog posts, previous podcasts, advertiser information, and much more. Thank you for listening to Warehouse Safety Tips and have a safe day.